It's now time for Ask the Expert. Low fat or high fat, which diet is actually healthier for you?
A recent review of the literature indicates the amount of fat may not always be the problem, but the type of fat we consume does affect our health. We are joined by registered dietitian Lori Meyer. So give me an idea here. Viewer Mary Bruce asked if shortening and coconut oil are applied frequently to the face as a moisturizer, will it also absorb into the system and add cholesterol?
Oh.
That's a strange.
And it's actually a good question, because a lot of people are using these kinds of fats on their skin and on their face, and it's like, okay, am I doing myself some harm? And the truth is, no, Mary, you're not.
Okay. Good to know.
We do have a skin
Thank you,
matrix, and everything does absorb through the skin, and that fat will absorb into the skin. But by the time, it would have any effect on cholesterol at all, it would be so minimal that it's really not going to matter. But with that said, Mary, why do you have shortening in your house? Because we know shortening, it's a trans fat. It's one of the worst fats. It actually raises the LDL, lowers HDL, increases cancer, diabetes, heart disease. NIH recommended no amount is safe. The coconut oil, on the other hand, we all think that that's such a bad oil, but within the last 5 years, the tide changed. People are realizing that coconut oil isn't as bad. It's a special kind of fatty acid. Even though it's saturated, it's called lauric acid. And this is a medium chain triglyceride. So it metabolizes in the liver. It's actually raising HDL cholesterol, not lowering it like the shortening did. And in fact, we're seeing that there can be benefit for thyroid, for weight, for diabetes, other health problems. And it has antimicrobial properties, and so that could also be beneficial as well.
So tell us how we can use and get more coconut oil into our diet.
Well, first of all, you want to make sure that you're buying a virgin or extra virgin coconut oil or coconut butter, not something that is hydrogenated, because then you're going to get the same problem with the shortening. With that said, you can saute. So if you're there's food applications and other applications, as we're going to find. You can saute any vegetable. So I have sauteed kale, I have sauteed shrimp. I actually took some of the coconut butter and coconut oil with some cinnamon and put that as a topping on top of waffles.
That's
so
all that is?
That's all that is.
Looks like peanut butter.
And so it ends up becoming like a nice topping instead of butter. You can use it to cook any of your grains. This is quinoa. I added it to mashed sweet potato. You can add it to smoothies. And I was just telling you, some people have trouble with just the juice. It raises their blood sugar, but if you add some coconut oil, it's going to help stabilize it. One of my favorites, make popcorn and coconut oil.
That's good.
And then there are other uses. You can use it as a moisturizer.
Yes.
It does have antimicrobial. It's really good for acne and eczema, diaper rash, and athlete's foot. But one of the newest things, it's actually old, but it's new again, Ayurvedic oil pulling. And so you swish it in your mouth, and it actually helping to remove impurities. You can make a toothpaste out of it. This is equal parts coconut oil and baking soda. And then, of course, if you have your cast iron pan, you can season it with coconut oil.
So many things to do with
You can also
oil.
use it as furniture polish. So,
and as long as Mary was just using the shortening for her face, she's okay.
Good to know. Thanks, Mary. Got a question for our experts? Email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a number or a voicemail right there on that number. We'll be right back.